In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can get your first ever huge as a free-to-play player. Now, as a free-to-play player, if you don't have good pets to grind in the final area, you can try the next best thing, which are the minigames. Now, I'm going to teach you which minigames you should prioritize and which minigames you shouldn't waste your time on. So first of all, I'm going to tell you that you shouldn't waste your time on the obbies. I mean, obbies are great where you can actually get the huge colorful wisp, but the only time you should ever play obby is when they are searched times 10 or above, and if it's not, then you shouldn't waste your time on. Now, the fishing minigame is actually the best if you wanna AFK grind overnight. Now, I actually got the huge Poseidon Corgi twice, but after that, I just stopped doing this minigame because, well, you can use it if you don't have good pets to grind in the best area, but if you don't have enough pets, you can just grind overnight here until you get the huge Poseidon Corgi. Now, I actually don't recommend playing the advanced fishing game. Well, you can actually get the huge whale shark from here, but since the deep pools change their location every once in a while, it's kind of hard to AFK grind it. And you also have a chance to catch the Poseidon Corgi, but for some reason I never got it from the advanced fishing game. So unless you have 100 levels in fishing mastery, I would just suggest doing the normal one, because in my opinion, you have more chance to catch a huge in the normal fishing one than the advanced fishing one. Now on to the next one, we have the dig site minigame. Now if you don't have points in the digging mastery, I would suggest using the normal one. And once you reach level 50, you can join the advanced dig site because you unlock the ability to open mastery chests. Now personally, I think the huge fossil dragon is the best huge out there, but that's just my opinion. And with digging mastery up to level 50, you can actually get the huge fossil dragon from the mastery chests. Now the best minigame you have to prioritize is the chest rush, because the chances of getting the huge fire horse is buffed by a lot. Now the old chance for the huge fire horse was 1 in 10 million, but now it decreased to 1 in 1 million. So that's actually 10 times easier than the old one, and you can do the chest rush minigame every 2 hours. Now I actually got 5 huge fire horses from the chest rush minigame, and one of them was a golden one. I think I got 200 first to ever exist. Now, in my experience, you can actually get the huge fire horse from the chest rush minigame in every 40 to 50 attempts. So you have to prioritize this as your #1 minigame if you want to get your first ever huge. Now, I'll show you how you can do it as a free-to-play player. So I'm not going to use any huge pets in this. And as for potions, if possible, you should use the Treasure Hunter 8. Also use the cocktail because it increases item drops by 100. Now, I don't know if that actually helps, but it's going to help you get better items. Now, as for the enchants, I recommend using the tier 9 treasure hunter, but since this is going to be our first ever huge, I'm going to use treasure hunter 7. And we are only going to use 2 of them because right now the max stack is only 2. Well, you can actually use more than 2, but it's just going to decrease the power of the enchant. So I recommend putting 2 treasure hunters, 2 critical enchants, and 1 magnet. Now, if you're rank 20 and you unlocked all the enchant slots, you can use the fruity enchant or you can use the strong pets, but I actually recommend using the fruity enchant because it increases the power of your fruits by 25. Oh, and there goes the chest raid. I should have and use all of your fruits. And you should also use shiny flags because shiny flags make your pets do more damage, and it also works in every minigame that you use your pets with. So I recommend using 2 or 3 before entering the chest rush. And you can actually do this minigame for 2 hours, so I recommend you do it every time and try not to miss it. Now we're gonna sit here and see if we can actually get the huge fire horse. Sadly, we didn't get it this time, but actually I got this huge fire horse only 2 days ago, so maybe that's why I didn't get it this time. But I really recommend you doing this minigame as much as possible because this is the best place to get your first ever huge or your huges in general. And it still bothers me that there are only 3,000 of these and people are just sleeping on this. This is the best minigame in my opinion as of now. Now the next minigame I recommend you doing is the lucky blocks. I actually got the huge chroma lucky twice from this minigame using this strategy. I'm going to show you in a bit since I'm actually on cooldown. Alright, now we can do the minigame. Now as for the enchants, I recommend you guys using these enchants because I'm going to teach you the best strategy in there. 2 lightning, 2 treasure hunters, 1 magnet, and use all of your fruits. Also all of your treasure hunter potions, damage potions, and cocktails. Like before, use your shiny flag here. Now, to do this minigame, I recommend you using auto clicker because I don't recommend you just letting your pets do all the work and just scatter all around the places. I'm going to tell you why in a bit. In this minigame, once you destroy 4 black lucky blocks, the minigame is going to automatically force you out. So the best strategy I use is to break 3 lucky blocks and leave the 4th one to gather as many black lucky blocks as possible and break it all before the timer runs out, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Now, once you reach 2-minute mark, I suggest you to stop trying to get more black lucky blocks and try to lower their health so we can break them before the timer runs out. In this run, I actually managed to get 5, but if you have huge pets, it's going to be much easier. With huge pets, I usually get around 7 to 8. Now, let's see if we can actually get it from this run. I just might get lucky and get my 3rd one. I only got like 2 since I started playing like about a month ago, so who knows, I mean. And yeah, sadly we didn't get it. But I really suggest this minigame as I've got 2 huge chroma luckies from this minigame. And the method is to come back every 3 to 4 hours to the spawn world and try out the chest rush and the lucky blocks. So you might get a huge pet from these 2 minigames. And who knows, maybe you'll get luckier than me and get rainbow huges. And guys, I guarantee you that if you try this method every 3 to 4 hours, you will get your first ever huge or huges in general in every 40th to 50th time you do it. Now, in the tech world, you have a few minigames to try, but I don't recommend doing any of the obbies because they are trash. I mean, with the diamond wheel, you can actually get the huge high-tech tiger, but I don't recommend it. You can just buy it at the trading plaza. It's going to cost way less to just buying it than to spin it. But if you have the luck of Preston, then by all means, do it. And
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
So there's only 3 minigames you should prioritize when you get to the tech world. So the first thing is the chest raid. You can do the chest raid every 12 p.m. and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. You have a chance to get the huge glitched cat, but this is extremely rare and it's going to be very hard. I don't actually know the chances of a huge glitched cat. I never got it myself. The next minigame in tech world that you should prioritize and always check out when you enter the tech world is the claw machine, because every time you enter a new server, you have a chance to get this 50x egg from the claw machine, which I actually got it right now. But I don't recommend trying to get this egg if the egg is literally stuck to the sides. And also in this corner is just going to be impossible. So if you're trying to get it from this corner, I recommend you just join another server. Now, the last but not least is the treasure hideout. You can get a huge electric cat from this. You can do this minigame every 6 hours with the treasure hideout key, but I'm currently on a cooldown. And just like with the chest rush, your enchant should be like this. And with each minigame you try to put a shiny flag if possible, because it's going to increase your pet's overall damage. Also, if you have a huge, it's going to work on your huge too. It works on all of your pets. I would actually love to wait this cooldown to be over so I can do the minigame and show you guys. But the chance for the huge electric cat has been nerfed by a lot. I actually was not able to get any huge electric cats. I didn't play the minigame when the update came out, but I still recommend you trying it. I mean, who knows, maybe you will be luckier than me and actually get the huge electric cat. And everything with the minigames is all based on pure luck, even if it's gonna be your first try or it's gonna be your 100th time you're trying it. So these are the minigames that you should try to get your first ever huge or your huges in general. So the routine I suggest you to try is to grind in the final area for 2 to 3 hours and then go to spawn world and do the chest rush first and the lucky blocks next, and come back to the tech world and check the claw machine if it has the 50x egg or anything, and then do the treasure hideout every 6 hours. And don't waste your time doing any of the obbies. But the minigame you should really should focus on is the chest rush, because the huge fire horse has the best chance for you to take it. And then if you want to grind overnight, do the normal fishy game for the huge Poseidon corgi. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope this video helped. And if it did, please press the like button and also consider subscribing, because I'm going to do more videos like this in the future. And also, if this video gets to 50 likes, I am going to give away this huge happy computer to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and comment your username down below, and I'll do the giveaway once the video reaches 50 likes. And last but not least, keep grinding, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.